8 has now gone to 7. They put them in the wrong position. And 7 has gone to 8, which is the 10 slot. Yeah, thank you. Azari at 27, he's gone to position 7. Yeah, so 8. Yeah, so 8's gone to 7. And 7's gone to 8.
Anō hoki mai, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Papaia, Palmerston North here on day 3 of competition. It is the New Zealand Men's Heartland Championship, brought to you from Palmerston North in the beautiful Manawatū. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Great to have you along for day 3 men's action here on Diamond 1, and I'm joined by arguably the world's most passionate #1 supporter of fast food shopping, all the way from Vancouver, Canada, Doug Noble. Kia ora, Doug, and welcome to New Zealand again.
Thanks, Chop. It's a pleasure to be here, mate.
Really is indeed. We've had a great 3 days of competition so far here in Papaia, Palmerston North. It's been outstanding. Thank you for joining us for day 3 competition, game 3 on day 3, and it is the last men's game that we'll highlight here on day 3 before we get to the grand final at 1:30 tomorrow for the Heartland Championship on the men's side. And in front of us is Rotorua, and I'm just going to change the scoreboard for you. Whanganui and Rotorua. Rotorua in the field here, and we are underway already in this match. And boy, an explosive start for Whanganui, scoring 5 runs already as 2 more home plate, so that'll be 7 on the top of the first innings. Earmarked with the lead-off home run from Tyrone Perry and Thor Darlington, a 2-run shot, the third batter of the innings. But boy, have they come flying out of the gates, Doug.
Absolutely, mate. It's kind of a tough start for the gentleman that was out there, and a few walks don't hurt or don't help his cause, that is. And yeah, no, it's a tough one for the Rotorua for sure.
Let's have a look at the lineups for these 2 great associations that are playing out here. Simply outstanding. Defensively first, let's have a look at the boys from Rotorua. Left to right in the outfield to be Jason Scalinars. Get the start at left field. Centre fielder today is Hikemaru Niha. Right fielder is Jordan Pona. In the hot corner third base now is Chris Jolly. Starting shortstop is Jace Tuhike Brett. Second baseman is Ian Campbell. Over at first, holding it down is the veteran Nathan Borrell. Behind the dish is Michael Wood, the original starting pitcher for Rotorua. We see them take a base. They do, Whanganui. The original starting pitcher was Tiaki Tefero. He's been one time through the lineup. They've made a change, and they've brought in to pitch now number 4 for Rotorua, and I'm just going to look at he was original starting centre fielder, so Hikemaru Niha now taking over the pitching duties for Rotorua. 7-0 top of the first innings. This one will go foul back. Offensively for Whanganui, well, we've seen 7 runs coming so far. They know how to score. Outstanding. Tyrone Perry is the lead-off hitter today. Stephen Cooney, he's batting now. He's in the 2 spot. Thor Darlington, remember, he had the home run earlier. He's hitting 3 today. Emmanuel Winera will be hitting in the clean-up stop. Devon Mahi will be hitting 5 today for Whanganui. Jefferson Yak will be in the 6th spot. Te Korewa Reihana as they come home. And they will pick another run for Whanganui. 8 runs to 0 here. Finishing the batting order, Scotty McKnight in the 8th spot. And Macaulay O'Connor rounds out the batting order for the boys. Not far from here, Doug. 45 minutes to the west is Whanganui from Palmerston North, and it feels like they're right at home at this game, aren't they?
Absolutely, mate. Whanganui isn't that the place of the old Whanganui Classic?
Yeah.
Is that the same place?
Yeah, sure is.
That's Johnny Lomax territory?
This one's hard. And that'll land and converts another run, 9-0 here, top of the first innings. So, of course, that's the Whanganui Classic. That's
Whanganui, I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, because when you said Lomax,
yeah,
there's about a gazillion of them. They are
Well,
great
Johnny
softballers,
Lomax
great
territory?
rugby league players.
This
one's
Fantastic
hard.
region
So that's
of Hutt Valley.
wrong territory.
Similar name though.
Yeah,
that'll
similar-
land.
similar
Yeah, which the Maori names are really tough for me to pronounce. I can barely pronounce the last word I said.
Tongue twisters for sure.
Yeah.
Youngster Thor Darlington. A lot of talk about this young kid. Only, I think, around about 17 years of age, and arguably on the male side, one of the male future players for Whanganui.
Yeah, no, he's had that 2-run homer that just happened, and in this inning still, which is, yeah, it's a long inning for the boys from Rotorua for sure.
It is indeed.
But yeah, it's nice to see the youth, Chops, and
Yeah.
it's lots of young players in this tournament, which is great to see. And you know, the other teams got a collection of young guys too. The North Shore, North Harbor, that is, and the Manawatū, and also the counties. You know, they're all fairly strong teams, those three.
Really like what I've seen this year, Doug. You did right. The Heartland Championship is, the name says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
This one's hit hard down the line. Darlington will turn the corner. Two's not enough as he'll leg it out for three. He's not taking a breath. Thor Darlington in the park. Home run
Wow.
for the boys from Whanganui.
Wow, just crazy. Poor, I feel for those boys out there on the field right now.
Here's a replay of it, Doug. Tell us what you see. He's just taken off,
There we are.
darting around.
It's hard to,
He's quick, isn't he?
yeah, very quick. Good wheels on the young guy. No question.
So 2 home runs in the first innings for Darlington.
One inside the park.
Yeah.
So that's,
And we've got a score, I believe it's 10-0 here. We'll have to get it double checked. As Chopper, as you know, he's
might
not a
have
very
been.
good mathematician.
me neither, mate. I got grade 9 in school, so. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, I was good at school, eating my lunch. So
Eating my lunch, yeah.
fantastic having you along, Doug Noble, all the way from Vancouver, arguably the world's #1 fast pitch softball fan, joining us here in Palmerston North this week at the Heartland Championship. Emmanuel Wainera now steps in to go to work. Ball is down low. Replacement pitcher for Rotorua, Hikemaru Niha. And might be related. We had our fellow broadcasting friend from the Waikato region, Robbie Niha, same last name. Beautiful real speaker, spoke for our under-17 boys championship day on the broadcast, but a seasoned veteran when it comes to broadcasting. So, Robbie, if you're listening and this is one of your whānau, kia ora to you e hoa.
Yeah, when you mentioned, mate, about the Palmerston North Manawatū region, way back, and I started to tell the story in the last one that I was on, and in November 1984, in this same field, I was here, never knew nothing about New Zealand softball that day, and leaning on the fence down in left field, and Wayne McGrath guy said, "Good evening, mate," and I said, "How you doing tonight?" And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Vancouver, Canada." And he says, "Come into the clubhouse and meet the mates after the game." And the rest is history, Chopper, I tell you.
The rest is history.
It all began right here.
Hard hit ball off the chest. Oh, would have been a fantastic play here. Starting shortstop from Rotorua, Vance Tuheke Brett, played it perfectly. A little bit of a hop in front of him, but kept his body behind it. How good.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And,
Courageous play.
but they dug themselves a big hole here.
Yeah, they're going to have to take a shovel, the taiha, the tefo,
Yeah.
get it all out to when they come up to bat here at Rotorua. Firstly, they're going to get out of this defensive innings at the top of the first. Hard hit ball. Brett there again,
Jeez.
right in the hole though, and they'll go coast to coast. So they've got him cornered here, Whanganui. in the top of the first innings. Lead by 10 with runners at 3 and 1.
Most definitely, mate. It's a tough start for the boys out there. They the last game they kind of hung in a lot better to in that game. And
It was quite a tight game for quite a long time.
yeah, it was. They had a 3-1 lead. And they ended up slipping, and then the boys from Manawatū came back there and kind of took control of the game in the one inning there, and innings, as we say in New Zealand, inning, as we say in Canada. Yeah, all the different.
We like to put an S on everything.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Hard hit ball. This has got a chance going back. And
he's
caught
got
on the track. And the bleeding will stop here in the top of the first innings.
Yeah.
But it's not before the boys from Whanganui. They plant on 3 home runs. One of them is in the Parker, 10-0. We'll be back soon.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on day 3 of competition. No mai, hoki mai. Back to Papoia here. Fantastic to have you along in the beautiful Manawatū. Kia ora hua, kia ora koutou, tēnā koe. So Jason Gerbes Tokuingwa, a.k.a. Chopper. Take your pick. Either way, I'm happy to meet you and have you along for today's broadcast. Thank you for your patience at the beginning of this game. While we were tidying up some things, we gave you some live images. Of course, we weren't properly broadcasting then, but you did see when we started. Great to have you along. Really is nice. We value your viewership. Thank you so much. Let's have got the defensive lineup for Whanganui out in the field there. Left to right in the outfit, it'll be Macaulay O'Connor. Centre field is Te Korewa Reihana. At right field is Tyrone Perry. Hot third base, Scotty McKnight. Jefferson Yaks at shortstop. Devon Maihi, he's at 2. Emmanuel Wenera is the first baseman. Behind the dish is Stephen Cooney and the big home run hitter. 2 already. Thor Donington gets the ball on the hill from the boys from Whanganui. About to get underway in the bottom of the first innings. And Rotorua will send up their replacement pitcher to lead off here, Hikamaru Niha. Leighton Borwell will be hitting 2 today. Ian Campbell's 3. Jordan Puna will be hitting clean-up, the big slugger. Michael Woods at 5 today. Tiaki Te Whero was hitting 6. We'll see what happens when we get to that part of the lineup, as he was replaced from the pitching circle. So we'll see what happens there. Vance Tuike Brett hits 7. Chris Jolly hits 8. Nathan Borwell, the veteran, round out the batting order from the boys from Rotorua. Got a koutou katoa. There's our 2 teams out there. You know them just as well as us, as the ball has dropped down.
Safe.
And a close play at first base,
Yep.
Doug.
That's good hustle there, and great start to get on for those guys. They've got an uphill battle here, and this Leighton Burrell, he's been hitting the ball pretty good the last couple of days. This gentleman up to bat, quite impressed with his swing, and he's hit some good shots out there, Chops.
Fantastic indeed. So we're going to get the score ratified. 10 runs we had in our scorebook, but have you ever seen Chopper's writing? Could be anything. What a pick! What a pick!
Wow. Yeah, that was quite the play. Smooth. Very smooth play by Jefferson Yole, or I can't pronounce that one. It's
I think it might be a C, but we'll try and get there.
Yeah.
Either way, the shortstop from Whanganui, how good.
very smooth. Yeah, he kind of put a bullet into them there. That was a tough one. That was going up the middle.
So 6-4-3 double play. Pretty to watch for the boys from Whanganui. And grounds out foul down the left-hand side is stepping into the batter's box. Big, tall right-hander, Ian Campbell.
Campbell's been hitting the ball pretty good the last couple of days too.
Really is a good lot of cropper players.
Yeah.
We talked about a little bit at the beginning. Doug, this one's a hard hit ball. A little bit of trouble. Underneath it, Camp, though, is the right fielder. Gets the job done. So it's a 1-2-3 innings here in the top of the first with a pretty double play to boot. We'll be back in the top of the second. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Kia koutou katoa, no mai, hoki mai, ki papoia, mo te kemu o Poiuka. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Palmerston North. Day 3 action, men's Heartland Championship, brought to you by Softball New Zealand. Hosted on behalf of the Manawatū Softball Association. And Whanganui, they come out flying out of the gate, scored 10 runs in the first innings. Top of the second now, Doug. Doug, I want to ask you a question. Rotorua, doesn't really matter what team is fielding right now. When you have an innings like you did in the first defensively, what do you have to do to kind of keep yourself in the game or not let this one completely get away?
Well, you got to go back to the basics, mate, and make sure you get the outs and just try to do everything positive going forward in the rest of the game and carry it to the next game, because to come back from 10 runs is going to be a tough task no matter what level of ball it is, and that's what I would recommend.
Back to the basics, level-headed, and you never know, like This one fouls off to the right side. The game of softball can change in a heartbeat, can't it? And if one team can score 10 in one innings, why can't the other team?
Well, in most cases, you're right there, but it's called momentum, and they've had the life sucked out of them for the start of the game, and
tough.
You know, it's hard adrenaline wise to be up when you're down that much in one inning. And
tell you what, the region Rotorua comes from is the iwi is Te Arawa, and they're renowned for being people with great
courage,
and determination, even when they're faced with adversity. And so if anyone's going to find a way to bounce back in this game, maybe the boys from Rotorua is.
Well, let's hope they got it in them. Question, Chopper, is would that team play out of the Mount Whanganui League?
I think they do play over there. They from Rotorua, a direct run to the ballpark, and it's in Tauranga called Colquhoun Reserve. It's about I'm going to say a 45 minute.
Well, that's very doable.
Yeah, I think they do play their softball. They have also played softball in Rotorua itself, but.
The reason I say that, mate, is Maddie Collins. We hooked up there, Craig Merritt and myself, and visited Brent Mulholland and stayed a couple nights the last trip here. And Maddie Collins met us at the park, and he showed us around and stuff. And I think he's running the park, the president or
I'll tell
something.
you now, Maddie Collins is a great mate of mine. A big part of that park getting off its feet. You would have noticed the dugouts are quite large. That was his design.
He was showing it to us. And for those who don't know, Matty Collins is an ISC winner. He mostly rode the bench as the great Jimmy Moore was pitching for the Seattle Seafirst. But Matty Collins has got a world championship ring for Seafirst, and he also played for the Long Beach Painters. And he's a surfing boy back in the day.
Did he have long hair back in the day?
Well, it's like
surfy hair.
He looked like a surfy. Let's just put it that way, mate. And
blue eyes. Oh, he would have been trouble with a capital T. I tell you.
He came over to the ISCs in 2024 and played in the Legends division and had a good time. And Matty's a good man.
Real good man. One of the stalwarts of the Western Bay Plenty Softball Association. And just like that, we talked about a little bit of backbone and courage and determination of these lads from Te Arawa, Rotorua. And look at that. What a change of scenery in the second innings.
That's exactly, mate. You got to, like I say, back to the basics and make sure you get the outs that are there to get, and keep all the little things little, and don't try to do too much, and just try to put something positive going forward for them. And, because more or less it's like getting ready for the next game. So let's go into the next game doing a bunch of positive things, finishing this game up. And if they can get close, all the better, and
all the better indeed. Well, two batters up in the second innings, gone down, and Malcolm O'Connor now steps in, the left fielder for Whanganui. And swings through this one. I just remembered as we started this broadcast, Doug, the city of Whanganui is spelt with a WH, so normally that would be pronounced Whanganui. However, the local Māori people of Whanganui and the Whanganui River, Awa, their dialect does not pronounce H's in the Māori language. And so every word with an H, Māori word with an H, they pronounce it. So it's Whanganui. And I whakapapa. My family is from that region. Part of my family is from, so I better get it right, shouldn't I? Otherwise, auntie and uncle will be like, "Hey, boy,"
slapping you silly. So, which area is that from?
So Whanganui is just about 45 minutes to the west of our location, but it's innings and another strikeout. There you go. It's a 1, 2, 3 innings.
Wow.
You talked about getting back to the basics. Not a bad little answer, right?
Yeah, mate. So is it towards the coast?
It is indeed. I'll take you there one day, my friend. We'll have a cocktail on the Whanganui Awa. Bottom of the second coming up next. It'll be Rotorua that'll try and grab a run in the bottom of the inning. See you soon.
So would it be between...
Being a Manawatū local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Arohanui Hospice, Just Silch and Replay connecting second-hand sports gear, we make giving back our mission. Thank you for all the great feedback with over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's a great reward for our team that their hard work is acknowledged by our customers. And now with the addition of order care, we're a one-stop shop. The team are proud to have grown alongside the community, and with your continued support, we look forward to the journey ahead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the second innings. The boys from Rotorua went back to the basics in the top of the second innings. Held Whanganui scoreless. They will now jump in the batter's box. It'll be Jordan Puna, Michael Wood, and we'll see if it's Te Aki Te Whero. 1, 2, and 3 from the boys from Te Arawa.
The Taki Fahit, I can't
Yeah.
pronounce it, mate.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit like Ryan Banner that played for Island Bay. He has similarities.
Lots of similarities, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Minus the moldy tattoo.
He's got a beautiful mata ora.
Yeah.
Male tamoko across his face and neck. And
Guess he wouldn't want to grow a beard. It would disappear on him, eh?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I very lucky. My daughter, her partner, got their tamoko kanohi, their facial tattoos, traditional tattoos, just a couple of weeks ago. So my daughter moko kauai on her chin, and her partner the mata ora across the bottom half of his face and neck. So very special moment that is.
Yes.
Very, very special.
Which is exactly the culture for sure. And, I've known of the Māori culture for a number of years now, and I actually have something around my neck that is very Māori, and this greenstone was given to me from Chubb and Jackie Tangaroa, and it was back in December 4th of 2022 at the World Tournament, and I wear this proudly every day, and had to take it off twice since I've had it. Once at the Sydney airport holding it above my head, and the other time when they got my ticker checked out, so I had to take it off for the procedure. But other than that, it's been around my neck ever since, mate, and wear it proudly. Well, there's a little break for them.
There you go. And just like that, the doctor ordered back to basics. 3 quick outs in the top of the first innings. And now a lead-off hit here for Rotorua. For those that were listening to that story, Chubb Tangaroa, arguably one of the greatest pitchers to come out of New Zealand. There's a long list of them, to be fair.
And the world, for that matter.
Yeah. Gifted Doug Noble, who's here this week, the #1 fan of fast-pitch softball in the world from Vancouver, Canada. Gifted him a Pounamu greenstone necklace. And he's just showed it to me, and I can tell you it is simply a tahua. Very beautiful, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an honor to wear it, and it's an honor to have the love of the Tangaroa family in in my life, and yeah, Chubb's been a dear mate for a lot of years, and
This one pops up. Shallow
that's
centre field.
trouble. Nope.
Will come in and make the catch and squeeze that one to the centre fielder for Whanganui. Rotorua Reihana. Had a good lot of ground there to see on the replay.
Yeah.
Beautiful day here locally. The weather's been changeable around the country over the last kind of period of time. But I tell you what, since we've been here in the Manawatū,
Yes.
oh, good.
It has been. Auckland had its challenges at the Vic Guth, but no games were, a little bit behind in them, but they all got in, and they did a great job, the umpires, in keeping it rolling, and Porty and his crew, and it was good. Here we go. Look at this.
Spin topper.
Okay.
And that'll work as well. And so not only a bit of backbone, courage and determination from Rotorua, but also a little bit of lady luck.
Yeah, a little bit. Exactly. Now they need to, like I say, back to the bases and don't try to get anything out there that ain't available. Like, don't be a silly base running is what I'm trying to say. Be smart out there.
You can't throw outs away, can you,
That's
when you're
right.
chasing a big score.
Exactly.
Well, that was always easy for me, Doug, because I was the slowest runner in our team.
Yeah.
So I never got the green light.
Well, I wasn't very fast either, Chopper, and didn't get to bat a lot when I pitched, but I loved swinging the bat, as we all do, and it's a great game, softball.
Advanced to Heke Brett now will step in to go to work. So we had a question, would Tiaki Te Fiddle bat? No, he's out of the game. 27, who had that spin top at bat. That is, and apologies if I can't quite read this first name, but it looks like Rotorua Marshall. Definitely Marshall last name. The handwriting is a little hard to read. It's probably my eyes, to be honest with you.
Seems like there's a couple of Marshalls.
There's a tag, there's a spin, and there's a play. A double play, in fact. Fantastic move from the third baseman from Whanganui. Whoa, boy, oh boy, I tell you what, Rotorua came out, played the basics, but a moment of sure brilliance from the third baseman got her done.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one for the boys from Rotorua there, and not getting much breaks.
Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the rest of this story hasn't been written yet. See you soon in the third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the order, home run hitter Tyrone Perry. Looking for a bit of contact. Well, his contact is strong. He'll lead off here. Stephen Cooney and Thor Donington will be 1, 2, 3 for this Whanganui team. I guess, though, the question's got to be, Doug, Whanganui, they're ahead by 10 here. What do they want to try to achieve now?
The basics, once again, don't run the score up, no bunting, and be respectful to their opposition out there.
One thing I'm really cool, you can hear in the background the umpires putting a few changes in here, of course, with the scoreline like this. Everyone's going to get a run. I want to touch a little bit about the name of this competition, the New Zealand Heartland Championship.
Kind of says it all.
Doesn't it? See our umpires for this game. We're lucky to have Mr. Kloski behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. He's making the changes there. He's got a good song. He promises he'll sing for us during the broadcast. We'll find out. Daniel Parker at 1, William Sadler at 2. And our mate from Punakit, Tommy Downs, down at third base. Thank you to our blue crew. Kai Wawal. So top of the order, Tyrone Perry here. Already a home run to his name. He's crossed home plate twice in this match. Heartland Championship. When I say that word, Doug, heart of a country.
Well,
And that's what you want in your sport, don't you? You want to capture the heart of your country. Find the beat.
well, there's a lot of history in this Manawatū region.
This one bounces over the top, and a little bit of contact is good contact here from Perry. Will stay at first base to lead us off. You were saying, sorry, Doug.
Of the history in the region, a team that I was close to with the Heart, speaking of the Heartland, is the Palmerston North Celtics, a team that I got a player, hooked up with them when Chubb was playing for them. Danny Klein, a center fielder and leadoff batter, bunt the ball. He was quite the player. But this area, that team was one of the top teams in New Zealand back in the day, and I would go as far as to predict and confidently that there's no better team in this region than the Palmerston North Celtics.
When you talk about the Palmerston North Celtics, just to enlighten our viewers as we see up the bat here, Stephen Kunu, he will hold his bat on the one that slides through the zone. Mate, when you talk about the Celtics, how long ago are we talking about? When approximately are we talking about?
1984, 85,
84?
86.
Yeah, right.
And then the team disbanded.
Wait a minute, I'm just trying to do the math.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, 86, 2026. 40
40
years ago.
Exactly, mate. So I've known people in this region for 42 years.
I'm just impressed I was able to count that much. You see?
Yeah.
So the Celtics,
But
40 years ago, they were one of the top teams
in the
this
country.
region. Yeah.
They were placing in most of the tournaments they went in, and Chubb was leading the way, but they also had New Zealand representatives, Kevin Richie Richardson and Johnny Drinkwater.
A fantastic story of yesteryear here, right in Pāpuia, Palmerston North. That one comes through the zone. Oh, a little slider action curveball. How pretty to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And back to the Palmerston stuff, Roddy Reed, who went down to play for Hutt Valley Marist, and Craig Simons, that went down to play for the Hutt Valley Cardinals, were two huge players.
Oh, Donington takes the first pitch and fouls that to the side. I guess the message you're starting to share here, though, Doug, is that you can get great players of this game of softball for every part of this country.
Oh,
You don't have to be the big centres, do you?
No, that's exactly right. And a guy that never played on the Celtics was Kerry Johansson, one of the finest shortstops out of New Zealand ever. And you got Glenn Manley, who's got some offspring in Jeremy and Regan that,
So
you know.
maybe one day, when you're commentating in 40 years' time, you might talk about Rotorua or Whanganui.
Well,
and a couple of these young
absolutely, but
athletes.
I'll be pushing up daisies 40 years from now, mate. I ain't got a hope in hell of living that long. I hope to hit 91, and I'm 67 now, so.
Well, that would be 107. That'd be a cool number. I tell you what,
Yeah.
on your 107th birthday, I'm going to bring you in the booth and you can share the story.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
What a play. Third baseman replacement into the game for Rotorua. Reaching up for the stab. Makes the play, young Marshall, over in time. That's a good play.
Time.
Going to get the score ratified after this innings. 10 runs the margin we have in our scorebook, and we all know how bad Chopper's handwriting is. So Could be anything, really. But I'll get it
Yeah.
checked with the official scorer. They're much more intelligent than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, it felt really good, Chopper, to come back here in 2022 for the six-country tournament that was held here. And that was the second time ever game, the first game of that tournament that I got to watch back in this park. So we're talking like 38 years later, I'm back in the park. And without this park, I wouldn't know the people that I know in New Zealand today. I can say that in all honesty. If I didn't connect that weekend, it wouldn't have been where it is today. And so I have a lot of dear Kiwi friends, and I cherish my friendships with them. And you know, like Jimmy Seaman was 15 years old when I met him, and yeah, it's a lot of super history. He's from the region too. So when you say the Heartlands,
This one pops up, shallow left field. And a great running catch in the distance there from the boys from Te Aroa. They'll keep Whanganui scoreless at the top of the third innings. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like maybe something a little cooking in the hangi. We'll see you soon.
cooking in the huggy, that's a good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had seen my signal because I sort of went, yeah, I only caught it. So it's cool. Dan, I'll skip Dan. Can you put me?
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Links is good with it.
Steve's Tire Service and Auto
Being a Manawatū local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Whanganui Hospice, Just Zilch, and Replay connecting second-hand.
No mai hoki mai. Welcome back to Papua Palmerston North here for day 3 action. It's the men's Softball New Zealand Heartland Championship. Great to have you along for it. Well, Whanganui, they flew out of the gate, scored 10 runs in the first innings. And then she's been a real arm wrestle since then. Bottom of the third innings, Rotorua batting. Score is confirmed. It is 10 runs to nil. Doug, I'm pleased to announce Chopper is able to count all of his fingers on both hands this time.
Good stuff.
One day, Chopper. There's a slow roller and bread and butter for the second baseman from Whanganui. So 2 quick outs here.
Yeah, when you say about the Heartlands, mate, you know, talking about each region of the country that has put out great players and, you know, and players that have represented New Zealand, this area definitely has their share.
They sure do indeed. And top of the order now, Hikemaru Niha started at centre field, has come into pitch. I think this is one of the good things I like about Heartland softball, that the players are diverse in what they can do in the game too. Centre field, he starts the game centre field, then comes in relief, and he's pitching well.
Yeah.
He's come in.
Yeah, hitting pitcher.
Yeah. Rise ball. This is.
Putting you on the spot, mate. Who do you reckon would be the best hitting pitcher from New Zealand that you can recall?
Oh, the only one that comes to mind for me is Jared Martin. Is the best two-way player
Well,
in our country, I believe.
I wouldn't agree with that one. Jared might have been the better player,
Yes.
like in the hitting department, but
Yes.
easily the best hitting pitcher out of New Zealand in my books would be Eric Wilson.
I tell you what,
And he's from this
the
region
big
also.
E, driving the yellow submarine, he'll have a smile from coast to coast
Yeah,
with
well,
that. He could hit the ball, don't get me
Well,
wrong.
he hit the ball. He hit the ball a ton, mate.
Yeah, I get it.
He was a great hitter, and he threw the ball. No offense to the Jazzer, but he threw the ball way better than Jazz did.
He was a neat pitcher. That's
Oh
for
yeah, he
sure.
could throw. He was a great pitcher. But that would be the one guy that would come to mind for me as far as a Kiwi dual threat.
You take it to court or you speak the truth, my friend. He was a great hitter and pitcher. Eric Wilson, from very close to, he's from
Yeah,
Whanganui
absolutely.
region.
He never represented the Black Sox. He probably might have in the under 23s, but I'm not aware of that. But he definitely didn't make the Black Sox.
I can't confirm for sure, but I think he might have been involved at some stage somehow.
A possible tour.
But yeah, and please apologise for me. And I might research to get it right for you at the break. But a fantastic player, worthy of the accolades, was Eric Wilson, that's for sure. A quick 1, 2, 3 innings. We're all done through 3 now. Come back for the 4th. 10 runs to nil. Whanganui leading Rotorua.
Yep.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Well, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome back into the beautiful sunny Manawatū here, Palmerston North, central part of the North Island of good old Aotearoa in New Zealand. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper, and we're lucky to have with us New Zealand, not only New Zealand, but the world's #1 softball fan. There's Doug Noble joining us from good old Vancouver, Canada, mate. How are you
Yeah.
enjoying your stay this time?
Oh, this is my 5th time to New Zealand, and every time is a joy. I love the country, I love the people, and I love the softball here. And to be able to come down here and stay with dear friends like Craig Merritt and in Wellington or other people throughout New Zealand is a rush, mate. And yeah, I can't be more grateful for how everything's played out for me here in New Zealand.
Fantastic to have, and it's great to have you along, my friend. Top of the 4th innings here. And number 14, Devon Maihi will lead off here for the boys from mighty Whanganui River. Now, for those that are watching at home, Eric Wilson, I want you to tell me how many games he's played for the Black Sox. The first person to comment and get it correctly, this one's down low, will win a prize from Beyond the Dugout. First person to correctly tell us the number of games Eric Wilson played for the New Zealand Black Sox. There's your challenge. I won't tell you what the prize is because it's a special one. Very special prize. There's your challenge. Eric Wilson, fine pitcher and hitter, two-way player, as Doug mentioned, from Whanganui. How many tests did he play for the New Zealand Black Sox? Jefferson Yak now will step in to go to work. One away, runner at first base. Top of the fourth innings. One ball to count. This one pops up. 1-on-1 the count here. And I'm going to say this last name, I don't think it is Yak. I'm going to find out. This young man, he might have come from the Philippines, so maybe Yael. There might be an I there or something. So we definitely need to find out background information on this young shortstop from Whanganui. Oh no. Oh no. Just while I'm trying to research about Eric Wilson, I come across the 1992 World Cup where Canada beat us in the final. I'm going to go past that quickly, Doug. I'm going past it very quickly. Foul ball down the line. Oh, I stepped in the middle of that one, didn't I?
92
Manila?
Yeah. That, yes.
Yeah. We've already moved past it, Doug. Already moved past it. Congratulations to your world title.
Yeah, no worries.
They had a great team. Jody Henniger. Wow.
Yeah.
An amazing hitter. If you never got to see him bat, tell us about his batting style.
Well, the helicopter.
Yeah? What's the helicopter? I know what a helicopter is.
Yeah, well.
What is it for a batter?
Yeah, Jody would keep the bat above his head, and he would swing that thing so viciously. And most old-timers in New Zealand would 100% remember Jody because he played, he had to have played 8 years for Auckland United in Colquhoun. And he's a softball legend in this country and in Canada and Nova Scotia.
Ball down low, that'll be a walk issue to the shortstop, Jefferson. And I can tell you, as a young 15-year-old at my first secondary school championships, I got to meet Jody Henniger and see him bat. Yes, he had the bat above his head and he waved it around in a big old circle, rotation after rotation while the pitcher's getting ready to throw to him. Talk about it imposing. And this guy was a lumberjack. He was a big, big man.
Oh, he certainly was, mate.
Now, he was a true 2-1 player.
Jody was a gamer. He showed up every game and a lot of passion, but his hitting was better than his pitching. But he was a lefty, and he, from Nova Scotia, Canada, and he come to play every game, and he won a world title with Michael White in the 1987 Teleconnect team.
Fantastic. Amazing athlete was Jody Henniger, that's for sure. Sure, we'll find a new Jody Henniger one day, maybe.
Ooh.
It's going to come from the Heartland Championship. We'll find out one day, and we'll see as this one progresses. Of course, we've got another day of play to go here. Semi-final coming up this afternoon. We'll see in the women's division semi-final, North Harbour taking on the home side, Manawatū. Big game coming up next. We'll broadcast that one for you. And then there is a sudden death quarter-final matchup for the ladies. That was tailored for 5 p.m. start. We are running approximately about an hour behind on Diamond 1, so just stay tuned. 20 minutes by the end of this match to the start of the next one. It's been the protocol all week. The grounds crew, so good.
Absolutely, yeah. They've had this park ready pretty much 15 minutes after each game.
I rolled in here this morning. I think it was here after 6:30 because my fellow broadcasting partner, Derek McFarlane, slept in. But that's okay. Lucky guy. I went and woke him up and said, come on, buddy. Time to go to work, you. So, game could have been the other way around, Doug. Could have been the other way around. Anyway, we get here after 6. They were already here. They were already buzzing around the park, getting it ready at 6:30 in the morning. How good.
Yeah.
Back to the action on the diamond here. Pretty looking diamond here in Palmerston North. Whanganui leading Rotorua 10-0 here. Top of the 4th innings. This one fouls off the leg. Dead ball. Here's a question. Why do they call that a dead ball? You see it hit his leg, but where did the terminology dead come from? I mean, did it die?
Well, it's like take.
Yeah.
Where did take come from?
I don't know.
Take the pitch, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean? Hit it?
Yeah. Put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
This one, down the line, they'll get the one at first base. Can they double somewhere else? No, they'll get one.
That almost looked like a dead ball, too.
Almost. I feel like you invented the word dead ball. You've been around the game that long. You probably wrote the encyclopedia of this game.
No,
or something.
I'm not smart enough to write no encyclopedia.
I bet you've read it from cover to cover a
No,
number of times.
maybe a little bit of softball stuff, but
Yeah.
not the other stuff.
Scotty McKnight now, he's got the stuff. He's old-fashioned too, and he's got the old knickerbockers, not all the way down, not all the way up, but just kind of halfway between the knee and the shoe. That's an old-school look there, Doug.
Yeah, for sure. That kind of reminds me of the '80s here when they were using big woolen mittens for batting gloves.
Yeah. Let's see what Scotty McKnight can do with his knickerbockers on. What is that? It's 2 and 3. One outside. Not doing a very good job with the scoreboard, to be fair. But at least the score is correct.
Well, they've been holding them down is a good thing here.
Hard hit ball up the middle.
Spoke too soon.
And the Knickerbockers have got something special. A sliding double that plates 2 runs here for Whanganui at the top of the 4th innings.
Yeah, looking on the replay, yeah, he's placed that ball well, and like you say, the 2 ribbies and sliding into second base for the double. Good at bat.
Yeah, very good at bat. Couple of insurance runs here for Whanganui. 10-run margin after 4 innings. The game will terminate early. It's now 12 runs the margin. So Whanganui looking pretty here on day 3, game 3 for us on the main diamond. I tell you what, the organisers would love this game to finish quick. Maybe the schedule gets back on track a little.
Yeah, for sure.
The next game is due to start at 3 p.m. and unless we're driving that car and Back to the Future, what is that car called again? Not the Millennium Falcon. That's Star Wars. The DeLorean.
DeLorean, okay.
Yeah, going Back to the Future because 3 o'clock was 16 minutes ago. I'd say the women's semi-final is going to start approximately 4 p.m. as that one skids under the glove. Knickerbockers will come in and score 13 now for Whanganui. Makes me want to wear my pants halfway up or halfway down. I don't know. What do you call it? Halfway up or halfway down?
Good question, mate.
Doug's going, Chopper, you've got the most ridiculous questions I've ever heard of the game of softball. You're not wrong.
So you got any responses from the Eric Wilson thing?
Yeah, good point. Good, yeah. No, stop talking crap and look it up, Chopper. I hear you, Doug. My apologies. I'm on it now. Eric Wilson, how many test matches did he play for New Zealand? Shane Doherty, great pitcher out of Hutt Valley. He'll like it. I see, great pitcher.
I think
4 was his answer. So there's Shane says 4. There's one from Shane.
Yeah, I met Shane in Victoria in 1997, and I believe he stayed over in the States for a few years, and he was. I think I'm going to try to say he was in Bloomington area playing. Might have been the Hearts.
What year was this?
97. That's when Shane played over in North America.
This throw gets away, unfortunately, and that'll be the 14th run. 4th run here in the 4th innings for Whanganui.
Yeah, Shane had himself a girlfriend from Victoria, if my memory serves me right, mate.
There you go.
Yeah.
A hard case character. I remember when he pitched, because I played behind him and in front of him sometimes and against him a lot. He would fall over to the side. Like the shortstop was like, I can't even see the batter, mate. But the batter couldn't see the pitch. He was a good pitcher. That one's hit hard into the outfield. Might as well stay station to station.
Yeah, going back to the New Zealand teams and the pitching, so many great pitchers never got to make the New Zealand national team due to how deep they were. And it didn't matter if it was a Jimmy Wana or a Chub Tangaroa or Eric Wilson. There were so many of them that just couldn't get on the team in the early years.
This one comes through. This misses Thor Donington. 2 home runs to his tally today so far. Big home run over the fence in the first innings, and he backed it up with an in the Parker to finish that innings. 2 home runs in 1 innings. There you can see with a swing like that, he means business, doesn't he, Doug? He could be in the new two-way player.
Well, that kid up in Auckland for Howick, he's the next one, I think.
Well, he's getting close.
Yeah,
You're talking about Zeth Gibson?
No.
Okay.
Talking about the kid on Howick that got glasses.
Oh, Trey Wildboy. Yeah, he's a good player. He'll be a 2. Whoa! A good play at third base. The stretch at 1, though, but they will get the second out here, Rotorua. And the runner will be safe at first base, so they'll be in the corner here, but they do eliminate an out. Trey Wildboy will be a two-way player for the New Zealand 23 team, heading away to Colombia later this year. And, of course, special guest coming in later today, head coach Stevie Deans. Can't wait for that.
All right. Head coach of the 23 and under, Stevie, good man.
Yeah, he sure is.
Good man, good catcher, too.
Was an amazing player in his time.
Absolutely. Gamer.
I tell you what, he was also responsible for a lot of catchers not retiring. They're like, if he's not retiring, then how can I retire?
He's
amazing.
I don't know Stevie super well, but he's done a lot for softball, especially in the Heartlands here.
I tell you what, if you're needing your car repaired or new tyres or mag wheels, Steve's Tyre Service. Look them up here in Palmerston North. They'll look after you. Get your new set of rims, and away you go.
Tell them you're from softball and
charge you double.
Charge you double, yeah. No, you won't get ripped off. That's the best part.
He's a good man.
Yeah, that's the best part. He'll give you a good, honest price.
Emmanuel Wainera now, another good, honest person here for Whanganui. The other guesses for how many tests has Eric Wilson, great two-way player for New Zealand, pitched for
the Black Sox. And are we talking, to make the question even more clearer, Chopper, are we talking like ISF?
Hard hit ball goes through the line, and that'll go through the 5-6 hole, and that'll be the 5th run to come in there in the 4th innings for Whanganui. And boy, when they get going, it's a real great rate of knots, this Whanganui team, isn't it?
Yeah. On that question.
Yes.
Yeah, on that question, mate, when you say Black Sox, are you talking an ISF appearance, WBSC appearance, or any...
of course, any game for New Zealand in the history of
the Black Sox, which makes only fair.
Also, as this one dunks in, run will pop in because of it as well. But no, a test series, a tour game, whatever, World Cup, all of them over the history of all of our Black Sox allegiance. Doesn't matter what organisation was in charge at the time. But.
Fair enough. That's any of those matches is an honour for any of the players.
So Shane Doherty says 4 so far. I can tell you, it's a good guess. What are you going to guess?
Myself?
Eric Wilson, I'm asking our viewers, what are you going to guess? How many games for the New Zealand Black Sox has Eric Wilson played? Of course, you can tag him into the broadcast. He might answer it himself. Find out.
Stevie Deans.
Talking about that, we just mentioned the head coach of the New Zealand U23 side.
Good to see you.
And he's just rocked up into the booth. We're going to bring him in the next half innings to join us. I can work this headset out and pass it over for him. We'll take care of that. Stevie Deans, the New Zealand head coach of the U23 sides, will join us in commentary in the next wee moment. Stay tuned. This one into the shortstop, and Rotorua will say thanks for coming in the 4th innings. It's not before Whanganui. They drop in 6 runs here. We'll be back with more action. Rotorua and the head coach of the New Zealand U23 team, Stevie Deans. See you soon.
Being a Manawatū local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Whanganui Hospice, Just Zilch, and Replay connecting second-hand sports gear, we make giving back our mission. Thank you for all the great feedback with over 1,500 five-star reviews. It's a great reward for our team that their hard work is acknowledged by our customers. And now with the addition of Rotorua, we're a one-stop shop. The team are proud to have grown alongside the community, and with your continued support, we look forward to the journey ahead.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
No mai, hooky mai, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Popeye here in Palmerston North. Day 3 action of the men's division. New Zealand Heartland Championship. Great to have you along. Jason Gerbes. He's been joined by Doug Noble the whole way through here. And now, the place just got a lot brighter, a lot more handsome. The head coach of the New Zealand 23 side is Stevie Jeans, joins us. Kia ora hoa and welcome.
Thanks, Chopper. Appreciate it.
Great to have you along.
Beautiful day in Manawatū.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Is the weather like this all the time?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't tell nobody, though.
Yeah. Stevie, firstly, before we talk about the new 23 team, mate, seeing great softball played in Palmerston North, how good?
Oh, yeah, massive. I mean, over the last maybe 5-6 years, as the park's developed and the great things that the Manawatū Association are doing, it's reward for their hard work, and it's, keep bringing it on. And a great location, not far from Wellington. People can travel in and out, so I see no reason why I can't just keep growing.
Can't just keep growing. Stevie Jeans, the head coach of the New Zealand 23 side, joining us here in the bottom of the 4th innings. Whanganui are up by quite the margin here. They're 3 outs for the ball game, so we'll try and get as much of Stevie as we can. I know he's a busy man. Mate, let's go straight to it. World Cup coming up this year in Colombia.
Yeah.
How are you shaping?
Time's flown by. We picked the team in October. We gave the boys enough time to get their fundraising going, and I'd have to say that whilst this team's probably as talented as the one we took to Argentina, I think we're just a little bit better prepared, both coaching and players. We know what we're getting into, and we're preparing hard. 10 weeks to go, and we had the goof last week, and all our boys were up there and in their clubs, and yeah, great stuff. Team first, but ultimately we gave them some targets, some goals, and by all reports, most of them are kicking on.
Fantastic to see. Mate, you've been part of a lot of successful programs, both domestically and internationally. What does it take to get over the edge in the world circuit of softball?
Oh, just recently with Thomas, head coach of Black Sox, and being involved with that was a privilege. Just being, as we've prepared over the last 2.5 years since Tom was appointed coach, and seeing the growth of not only the coaching staff, but also the players and the connections that we built along there. So I'd have to say, first and foremost, a very strong culture, but most high-performance coaches will talk about that. But also preparation, all pushing in the one direction and having a really strong plan to achieve those results.
One direction, strong plan, all key, good things, that's for sure. Tell us a little bit about when do you leave for Colombia and what's that looking like?
Yeah.
What do you do, a tour? How does it shape?
Yeah, so the pre-tour, we've had a few options available to us to get to Colombia as soon as WBC help us out with international competition, and but we thought we'd get there later, prepared to do most of our preparation in Houston, so we're in talks now at the moment, arranging competition there. That may look a little bit differently amongst the strength that we play, the teams that we play, but we'll search for different outcomes and look for the things like building the good comms, the good structures amongst the 16 of us, because it will be the first time we get together as a group. As much as we got a pre-camp in North Harbour on the 15th of Feb, but some of our boys will be playing for Auckland and North Harbour, so we'll be switching in and out. But ultimately, Houston, April 15, we kick off the game 1 against Argentina, April 25. So, I'm looking forward to that. Good 10 days of prep will set us up nicely.
The group's just been announced just the other day. You'll have Japan, Argentina, Czech Republic, the host Colombia, and South Africa in your group. Of course, the big dogs there, Japan and Argentina, tough in your group.
Yeah, we had them both. We run into them both in Argentina as well. And to be fair, I won't say a level up above us, but ultimately well prepared, well organised, don't give you a sniff as such. So when you do get your opportunities, you've got to convert. So that's what we'll be looking to do. Our pitching, of course, we've got 4 good pitchers now. Last campaign we only had 3. So, and of course, Liam Potts will be spearheading that, well supported with 3 others, Trey Wildboar and
WBSC Pitcher of the Year last year,
Yes,
Liam Potts.
yeah.
And you've got him in the squad?
Yeah, Liam's in the squad, and we're looking for he's looking forward to getting amongst it and leading the boys in the battery. He's learnt a lot. He's grown over the last 18 months. He was, in the deep end with the Sox, but I think one thing with Liam is he's not the hardest thrower in the world, but he's got a variety of different speeds, and I think that's a different look from what other countries bring us.
2 outs away here, 1 to go in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stevie Dean's head coach in New Zealand. Stevie, I'm going to ask a quick question of Doug. Doug, the other pool is what Canada's in. They've got Venezuela, Australia, Mexico, Singapore, Denmark. How tough for Canada?
Canada's got a good young squad. They got definitely some talented young players, and young Nick Need, an up-and-coming pitcher. He beat out Diaz in the last competition and won top pitcher. Now, is that an everyday occurrence? No, definitely not, but he happened to do it, and young Nick White from the Hill United is another strong player in the major, Max Major. There's some great young talent, and as New Zealand has got good coaching, so does Canada with Dougie Allen, who's got a lot of senior experience with the national team, and so yeah, it's a great thing.
Of course, you'll play group stage before going to the Super Round at the World Cup. Australia, arguably the best pitcher in the world right now. We talked about Liam, your pitcher, Liam Potts, being the WBC Pitcher of the Year last year, but Jack Beesgrove for Australia, arguably the best pitcher in the world. I know there's Marco Diaz, but with respect, that guy's got consistency and he's a gamer.
He was we were up at the Big Goof last week, as we mentioned, and pitching for Ramblers, and watching that young man go about his business is a pleasure to watch. His workmanship that he's grown over the last 3 to 4 years has developed, and every day he wants to get better, and he's already very good.
And it's great for New Zealand softball.
Oh, 100%.
Sure is indeed. Well, that'll be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 16 runs to 0. Whanganui are victorious over Rotorua. Unfortunately, we're going to have to duck away to get ready for the semi-final. I'm going to try and twist Stevie Dean's arm to come back into the booth later on. Thank you, for popping in here, Stevie.
My pleasure.
And we'll get you in, hopefully, with Damien, and you can share the rest of the story about these great things that's happening with our ball game of softball, especially heading into the World Cup. New Zealand will go to Colombia in the latter part or middle part of this year. But before that, Whanganui, they run out victorious 16 runs to 0. 20 minutes from now will be about 4 p.m. where they kick off with the women's semi-final of the Heartland Championship. That will be North Harbour taking on the home side, Manawatū. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It's our pleasure to bring it to you on behalf of Beyond the Dugout and Softball New Zealand. My fellow commentator, Doug Noble. I'm Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. Oh, sorry, Doug Roberts. My apologies. I'm Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. Thank you for tuning in. Ka kite anō.
Johnny Lomax territory.
This one's hard. And that'll land in.
Absolutely.
This one's hit hard down the line. Darlington will turn the corner. 2's not enough as you'll leg it out for 3. He's not taking a breath. Darlington are in the park.
Again, right here.
Hard hit ball off the chest. Oh. Would have been a fantastic play here. Starting shortstop from first. Hard hit ball. Brett there again.
Jeez.
Right in the hole though. And they'll go coast to coast. And Rotorua will send up there. You know them just as well. swings through to the west of our location. But it's a very special moment, that is.
Yes.
Very, very special.
Which ever since, mate, and wear it proudly. Well, there's a little break for them.
There you go. And just like that, the doctor ordered back to basics.
For a lot of years, and
This one pops up. Shallow
that's
centre field.
trouble. Nope.
He'll come in and make the catch, the squeeze and
Porty and his crew, and yeah, no, it was good. Here we go. Look at this.
spin topper.
Okay.
And that'll probably my eyes, to be honest with you.
Seems like there's a couple of marshals.
There's a
on.
tag, there's a spin, and there's a play, a double
A lot of
play.
history in this Manawatū region.
This one bounces over the top, and a little bit of contact is good contact. Oh, Donington takes the first pitch and fouls that, so we're going to bring you in the booth. You can share the story.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
What a play! Third baseman replaced.
The region too. So when you say the Heartlands,
This one pops up, shallow left field, and a great running catch in the distance.
Black Sox.
I can't confirm for sure, but I think he might have been involved at some stage. Final question. I'm going to go past that quickly, Doug. I'm going past it very quickly. Foul ball down the line. Oh, I stepped in the middle. This one fouls off the leg. Good ball.
Yeah.
This one down the line. They'll get the one at first base. Can they double somewhere else? No, they'll get. Hard hit ball up the middle.
Spoke too soon.
And the Knickerbockers have got something special. A sliding final's going to start approximately 4 p.m. as that one skids under the glove. Knickerbockers will come in and score 13 now for Whanganui was his answer. And then Shane says 4. There's 1, 2.
That's when Shane played over in North America.
This throw gets away, unfortunately, and that'll be the 14th run. 4th run here in the 4th innings. But the batter couldn't see the pitch. It was
another
a
one.
good pitcher. That one's hit hard into the outfield.
Are we talking like ISF?
Hard hit ball goes through the line, and that'll go through the 5-6 hole. And of course, any game for New Zealand in the history of
the Black Sox,
Black
which
Sox.
makes only
Which is
fair.
Also, as this one dunks in, the run will pop in because of the change. And this one into the shortstop, and Rotorua will say thank.
High performance coaches will talk about that. But also preparation, all pushing in the one direction and having a really strong competition there. That may look a little bit differently amongst the strength.
Dougie Allen, who's got a lot of senior experience with.
Last week, as we mentioned, and pitching for Ramblers and watching that young man go about his business is a pleasure to watch.